Once again, everybody, the show is about to start. So again, we'd like to request our advisors, PTC WEN officers, trustees, and special committee chairs to please proceed backstage. Again, the show is about to start. Thank you. All right, also would like to request all of the members of the Board of Judges to likewise proceed backstage. Again, would like to request all of the Board of Judges for tonight's fifth Lakambining Enhenyera to please proceed backstage. Thank you. Once again, good evening everyone and welcome to the 5th Lakambining Enhenyera Coronation Night. Ladies and gentlemen, please all stand for the doxology and the singing of the national anthem.
Dear Lord, we praise and worship you today. You are exalted in our midst. We ask for forgiveness for every sin we have done. Have mercy on us, our Father. As we start our program today, let your guidance and protection be upon us. Send your Spirit to us and give us wisdom. We thank you for all the blessings we have received. We also thank you for the lives of the people in this place. Be glorified in everything we do. In your name we pray. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiging, telos ng sinakalan, alam ng puso, sa titik ko'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuyak ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa gawang sa simoy at sa langit kong pagkaw, ay hinatang tulang awit sa pagkayang minamahal, ang isang lang
Please be seated, everyone. And now, let us all welcome, ladies and gentlemen, our special committee chairs. First, let's welcome our committee chair for publications, Engineer Grace Fruto, PSME.
Next is we have our special committee chair for legal affairs, Engineer Maria Luisa Olitoki, PICE.
Our special committee chair for violence, again, our special committee chair for violence against women and children, Engineer Maribel Martinez, PICE.
Next is our trustees from the SMEP, starting off with Engineer Rhea Tanzo. Also from SMEP, we have Engineer Karina Pixon.
And now let's welcome our trustees from PSABE. First is Engineer Pichi Melendez. Followed by Engineer Giselle Cantaveja.
Next is our trustees from PIIE, starting off with Engineer Nina Ocampo. Also from PIEE, we have Dr. Joanna Ngo.
Now let's welcome our trustees from PICE, starting with Engineer April Francis Flores. Followed by Dr. Maria Catalina Cabral.
Now let us proceed. Let us welcome our assistant PRO, Engineer Eleanor M. Reyes, IIEE.
Our PRO, Engineer Maria Lourdes Balansay, IIEE.
Next is our assistant auditor, Engineer Ruby L. De La Cruz, GEP.
Our auditor, Engineer Joanna Soriano, GEP.
Next is our assistant treasurer, Engineer Archel Bakuli, PSME.
Our treasurer, Engineer Melanie Banayos, PSME. Secretary, Dr. Evelyn Laurito Piche.
Next is our Assistant Vice Chairperson, Engineer Aida Calma, PSSE.
Next is our Vice Chairperson, Engineer Emiliana de la Cruz, PSSE. The assistant to the chairperson, Engineer Beatriz Peralta, IECEP. And our chairperson, Dr. May Rose Imperial Isaac.
One of our PTC WEN advisors, Dr. Juana T. Tapel Pisabe. Also one of our advisors, Dr. Lydia G. Tensinsin Piche.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our special committee chair for the Lakambining Enhenyera, the original Lakambining Enhenyera, Engineer Ermi Garon.
Thank you so much to our PTC Women Engineers Network 2022 officers. Program, let us meet our Lakambining Enhenyera Board of Judges.
Let's begin with judge number 1, the director of Pujihaya Costa Roberto Anonas Jr.
Our next judge is the Vice President for Business Development of Davis Paints Philippines. Let us all welcome Engineer Georgie Quintos.
Our judge number 3 is the business developer of Multisys Technologies Corporation. We have Engineer June Garon.
Once again, let us welcome on stage our judge number 2, Engineer Georgie Quintos. Again, she is the Vice President for Business Development of Davis Paints Philippines. Our next judge is the President of Boracay Foundation Incorporated. Also, he is the General Manager of Paradise Garden Resort and Convention Center. Let us all welcome Mr. Edwin Raimundo.
Let's now welcome our judge number 5, the Vice President of the Institution of Engineers Singapore, and the Lakambining Enhenyera Singapore 2018, Engineer Jasmine Fu.
Our next judge is the Municipal Mayor of Malay. He is no other than Honorable Floribar Bautista.
And our last judge is the President and CEO of Greenstone Pharmaceutical, the First Lady of Tarlac Province. She is also the Chairman of the Board, Ms. Melissa Yung Yap. And now let's welcome on stage our PTC WEN chairperson, Dr. Mayrose Imperial, for her welcome message.
Guests, participants, our sponsors, and of course our able judges who will be formally introduced later. This is our 5th Lakambining Enhenyera, and we are really very proud to present to you the, I would describe it, the most energetic and beautiful girls. We've been having this for the last 5 years, but I would see this batch was really, really very special. But nonetheless, the history of Lakambining Enhenyera was just more of a work-life balance among women engineers. And it has been like, it's just fun, and recognizing that we are not only women engineers, as you know, doing the engineering stuff, but we have also beautiful girls. And mind you, we were able to produce the Miss Earth Water Philippines 2022. She is the Lakambining Enhenyera of 2018, a civil engineer. And with that, I'm looking forward that probably one of these candidates that we have tonight will be one of the next pageant holder again. So we're doing it for fun, but we are also recognizing. Sabi nga namin, ang mga engineers, hindi nag-aartista, pero pang beauty pageant naman. Ayan. So, I declare that the 5th Lakambining Enhenyera is now formally open.
Thank you so much once again to our PTC WEN chairperson, Dr. Mayrose Imperial.
The search has begun. In line with this year's Philippine Women's Summit, presents the 6th Lakambining Enhenyera, representing each professional organization with pride and glamour. Philippine Institute of Chemical Engineers Incorporated. Philippine Society of Agricultural and Biosystems Engineers. Geographic Aesthetic Engineers of the Philippines Incorporated. Society of Metallurgical Engineers of the Philippines.
Sumabay pa sa uso, ako'y magiging ako na aking ginusto. Ang magkabugera, ganda ko'y inanapa, di magpapati ng sasasabihin.
Institute of Integrated Electrical Engineers of the Philippines Incorporated.
Ang karisma, tunay kong ganda sa lahat. Sa tuwing ako'y napaparaan, narinig ang bulungan na ako'y hindi kagandahan. Ngunit ako'y
Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers.
ganda. Ko palang panalo na, di ko ng payo ng iba para ibandera aking ganda. Di ko kailangang sumabay pa sa uso, ako'y magiging
Philippine Society of Mechanical Engineers.
ang magkabugera, ganda ko'y inarapa, di magpapati ng sasasabihin ng iba. Ang magkabugera, umaataw ang karisma, tunay kong ganda sa lahat na iiba.
Philippine Society of Sanitary Engineers Incorporated.
Ang magkabugera.
Institute of Electronics and Communications Engineers of the Philippines.
Talagang may masasabi sila. Suot ng iyong corona, tumuway na parang reyna. Ako'y magiging ako na aking ginusto. Ang magkabugera, ganda ko'y inarapa, di magpapati ng sasasabihin.
9 women engineers, 1 crown. Who among them will follow the steps of our past queens? Who will be the next Lakambining Enhenyera?
Live at the Paradise Garden Resort and Convention Center, Boracay. It's the 5th Lakambining Enhenyera Coronation Night.
Lalakad na, I love you, the queen. Aura ko'y will make you Lalakad na, I love you, the queen. Aura
Mansibang, ang inyong Lakambining Enhenyera 2021. Halina't samahan niyo akong tunghayan ang siyam na nagagandahan na maglalaban-laban at magkakabugan para sa titulo at korona ng Lakambining Enhenyera 22.
Lalakanda, I love you, the queen. Aura ko'y will make you scream. Ganda kong naniningning, lalo kang mapapatingin. Di ko na kailangan na magpaganda.
Good evening, everyone. I am Engineer Alodia Tabilisima Rivera, your Lakambining Enhenyera 2022 from Geodetic Engineers of the Philippines Incorporated. Thank you!
Ang kapera, ganda ko'y hinarapa. Di magpapatinag sa akin. Di ba?
Sumain nyo ang kagandahan. Engineer Aubrey Chiara B. Padernal, representing the Institute of Electronics Engineering.
Ako'y napaparaan, ay narinig ang bulungan.
Good evening, Engineer Nicole Cristelas Loso from Institute of Integrated Electrical Engineers of the Philippines.
Sa payo ng iba, para ibang aking ganda. Di ko kailangan sumabay ka sa puso. Ako'y pagiging ako na
Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Lakambining Enhenyera, Mary Childs Manuel Balana mula sa Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers.
kapugera, umaataw ang karisma. Ang tunay kong ganda sa lahat na iba.
Maayong gabi, Boracay! Engineer Abigail Abad from the Philippine Institute of Chemical Engineers.
Akala kong nabuti ng standards na sinasabi nila.
Naimbag Arabii, Boracay, Engineer Leazil Kasauran from the Philippine Institute of Agricultural and Biosystems Engineers.
Welcome to Paradise. Engineer Maria Carlene Villanueva Rodriguez from the home of resilient Filipino mechanical engineers, the Philippine Society of Mechanical Engineers.
Di magpapatinag sa sasabihin. Di ba? Ang kapugera, ang karisma. Ang tunay kong ganda sa lahat na iba.
Isang makakalikasang gabi sa inyong lahat, Boracay. Ako si Engineer Jomariel L. Alino ng Philippine Society of Sanitary Engineers.
Ang kapugera, ganda ko'y hinarapa. Di magpapatinag sa sasabihin.
Maradyang na gabi sa Ijohorot. Ako si Charlene May Loayon, ang Lakambining Enhenyera ng Society of Metallurgical Engineers of the Philippines.
Ako'y napaparaan, ay narinig ang bulungan. Ako'y di kagandahan, ngunit ako'y lang pakialam. Di ko na kailangan
Good evening, Boracay! It's the most beautiful night for women engineers around the Philippines. And tonight, we are in for a spectacular show. Right, Engineer Bea?
That's right. Tonight, we will be witnessing 9 equally gorgeous engineers from different fields that will showcase their beauty, poise, and wit to vie for the title Lakambining Enhenyera 2022.
I'm Ryan Frias Mendoza.
And I am Engineer Beatriz Peralta, your Lakambining Enhenyera 2021 first runner-up. Once again,
Welcome to Lakambining Enhenyera 2022, the coronation. Once again, good evening, Bea. I must say you really look gorgeous tonight.
Thank you so much. So are you, Ryan. Of course, tonight is And I'm a kabogera night, just like our lovely ladies who perform a really kabog na kabog dance performance.
I must agree with you, but I'd like to believe a lot of our engineer guests tonight are curious to know who are you wearing tonight.
Oh, I'm wearing tonight a creation of Philip Gio Villaluz from the province of Rizal. And also, I would like to maximize the opportunity to also thank Miss Mikey for making me extra beautiful tonight. Thank you so much. So, how about you, right?
Of course, I'm from Tarlac province, ladies and gentlemen. So I'd like to say thank you to Turno by Nats Palad for doing my wonderful barong suit for tonight. Maraming salamat. And I know you guys are all excited to know what the girls has to offer for tonight. So we'll not make it too long. We'll now proceed with the first round of the competition, the Resorts Wear competition.
Kick your body, baby, só pra mim. Tô ficando crazy, faz assim. Tô vendo que aprendeu direito. Tipo assim.
A geodetic engineer measures your dreams accurately. Hashtag mapping your beautiful tomorrow. I am Engineer Alodia.
Let's begin the Resorts Wear competition with Lakambining 1. Again, let's all welcome everyone for the Resorts Wear competition, Lakambining 1. Lakambining 1 is Engineer Alodia Bellissima Rivera. Engineer Alodia works as a geodetic engineer for the Department of Agrarian Reform in Cagayan Province. Again, that's Lakambining 1, Engineer Alodia Bellissima Rivera.
Next up is Lakambining 2. Lakambining 2 is Engineer Enhenyera Paternal. Engineer Aubrey is a data analyst at the Sarangani Energy Corporation. Once again, that is our Lakambining 2, Engineer Aubrey Kiara Padernal.
Next up is Lakambining 3. Lakambining 3 is Engineer Nicole Cristel Loso. Engineer Nicole is a construction project engineer of National Grid Corporation of the Philippines. Again, that's our Lakambining 3, Engineer Nicole Cristel Loso.
Let us Lakambini 4. Lakambini 4 is Engineer Mary Childs Manuel Balana. Engineer Mary Childs works as a construction project engineer at the Design Coordinates Incorporated.
Narinig ang bulungan, ako'y di kagandahan, ngunit ako'y lang pakialam. Kailangan na mapaganda, dati ko palang panalo na, di ko ng payo ng iba, para ibante aking
Once again, that is our Lakambini 4, Engineer Mary Childs Balana.
Let's now welcome Lakambini 5. Lakambini 5 is Engineer Abigail Brigoli Abad. Engineer Abigail Masters in Business Administration at the University of the Philippines, Cebu. Again, that's our Lakambini 5, Engineer Abigail Brigoli Abad.
Next up is Lakambini 6. Our Lakambini 6 is Engineer Leazil Valdez Casaura. Engineer Leazil works at the National Tobacco Administration as an agriculturist. Once again, our Lakambini 6, Engineer Leazil Valdez Casaura.
And now let's welcome Lakambini 7. Lakambini 7 is Engineer Maria Carlene Rodriguez.
Ako'y napaparaan, narinig ang bulungan, ako'y di kagandahan, ngunit ako'y lang pakialam.
Engineer Carlene received her bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering at the Technological University of the Philippines, and she took master's in business administration at VU School of Management. Once again, that's Lakambini 7, Engineer Maria Carlene Rodriguez.
Let's welcome on stage Lakambini 8. Lakambini 8 is Engineer Jo Mariel Llagas Alinio. Engineer Jo Mariel works as a project manager at the DENR Environmental Management Bureau. Once again, that is our Lakambini 8, Engineer Jo Mariel Llagas Alinio.
And now let's all welcome Lakambini 9. Lakambini 9 is Engineer Charlene May Lawayan. Engineer Charlene works as a junior supervisor for Taganito HPAL Nickel Corporation. Again, that's our Lakambining 9, Engineer Charlene May Lawayan.
Ako'y napaparaan, narinig ang bulungan. Ako'y di kagandahan, ngunit ako'y lang pakialam. Di ko na kailangan na mapaganda, dahil ko palang
Let's welcome back on stage, everyone, our 9 lovely ladies vying for the title, the 5th Lakambining Enhenyera.
Lalakad na ala beauty queen, aura ko'y will make you scream. Ganda kong naniningning, lalo kang mapapatingin. Di ko na kailangan na magpaganda, dati ko palang panalo na. Di ko need ng filter sa camera, naturang ganda ay bandera. Di ko kailangan sumabay pa sa puso, ako'y magiging ako na aking ginusto.
Thank you so much, ladies. You may now proceed backstage to prepare for the next round of the competition.
Vamos lá, vai. Kick your body, baby, só pra mim. Tô ficando crazy, faz assim. Tô vendo que aprendeu direitinho. Tipo assim.
A geodetic engineer measures your dreams accurately. Hashtag mapping your beautiful tomorrow. I am Engineer Alodia Tabilisima Rivera, representing the Geodetic Engineers of the Philippines Incorporated.
Tipo assim. Do what I want, it don't matter what you say. Baja down, down, ooh la la la, ooh la. Wind up my waist so they know that I don't play. If you wanna win, then you stand in my way.
Bola, hit bola, hit bola, bola, hit bola, hit bola, bola, hit bola, hit bola, bola, hit bola, hit bola.
Patience is a virtue, a common saying that gives great impact for geodetic engineers. It requires responsibility, discipline, and self-control in order to be called like one. My advocacy is empowering women in the world of professionals. It means that women can have more control over their lives, giving them the freedom to make their own programs, gain new skills, and gain autonomy. While things are getting better, there is still work to be done on closing the gap between the men and women in technical roles. I dare to defy the barriers set forth by the society on what women can and cannot do. By giving women more opportunities, exert power, and influence in the workplace, companies will be better poised to help eliminate barriers that are often embedded into systems and that impede attainment of career advancement. After all, as women, we don't just work, we inspire.
Te falo, man.
Rivera, 25, your Lakambining Enhenyera 2022 GEPI.
Okay. Keep out of me.
Overcome your resistance. Be empowered with your full potential. And let your voice be amplified.
Mabuhay! I am Engineer Enhenyera proudly representing the Institute of Electronics Engineers of the Philippines.
In a world where technology is fast evolving and gender stereotypes are being broken, modern Filipino engineers can create great impacts and make differences. Hindi ka babae lang. Together, let us empower Filipina engineers by advocating clean energy to support the environment. I am Engineer Kiara, your Lakambining Enhenyera from the Institute of Electronics Engineers of the Philippines.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade
yeah, I'm about to fade away. Cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a
Does anybody ever really acknowledge the power a woman holds? It is high time we break free from defined and limiting gender roles. Now is the time to show what we are capable of. We have the voice, we have the strength, and we have the power to conquer the world. We are not just a woman, we are a woman.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade
Be the spark that ignites your passion, and we will power the world. I am Engineer Nicole Cristelos Loso, representing the Institute of Integrated Electrical Engineers of the Philippines.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back on stage our beautiful Lakambinis in their engineer's outfit.
Let's begin this round of competition with Lakambini 1. Lakambini 1 is Engineer Alodia Tabilisima Rivera.
Langit lagi pakiramdam kapag ika'y kasama. Pilitin man o pigilan ka't ang nararamdaman.
Engineer Alodia believes that the strongest actions for a woman are to love herself, be herself, and shine amongst those who never believed she could.
Nakakalimutan, nawawala na sa isipan. Di maging kay nakatingin kasi alam mo ba na dahil sa'yo.
Again, that's Lakambini 1, Engineer Alodia Tabilisima Rivera.
Next up is Lakambini 2. Our Lakambini 2 is Engineer Aubrey Kiara Bagayan Padernal.
Bawat ngiti ako'y hindi mabakali. Hanap palagi ikaw bawat sandali. Apoy sa dibdib ko, ikaw ang nagsindi. Ikaw lang nais makatabi. Pilitin man na pigilan ka't ang nararamdaman. Mas madali na aminin yun di nang pupuntahan. O diba? O di nga ba? Kasi sa tuwing magkakasama ka.
Once again, that is our Lakambini 2, Engineer Aubrey Kiara Padernal.
And now let's all welcome Lakambini 3. Lakambini 3 is Engineer Nicole Cristel Loso Loso. our Lakambini 3, Engineer Nicole Cristel Loso.
Now let's have on stage Lakambini 4.
Pigilan man ang marami, andito lang palagi. Sa aking mundo, ikaw nagmamayari.
Lakambini 4 is Engineer Mary Childs Manuel Balana.
Sa isipan, di ko alam ang gagawin ko. Tumitigil lang ito. Sa kislap ng mata mo, sa kislap ng mata mo.
Once again, that is Lakambini 4, Engineer Mary Childs Balana.
Now let's all welcome Lakambini 5. Our Lakambini 5 is Engineer Abigail Brigoli Abad.
Kanina pa ako sa'yo sumusulyap. Kahit titigan kita magdamag. Langit lagi pakiramdam kapag ika'y kasama. Pilitin man.
Again, that's our Lakambini 5, Engineer Abigail Brigoli Abad.
Next up is Lakambini 6.
O diba? O di nga ba? Kasi sa tuwing makakasama ka.
Lakambini 6 is Engineer Leazil Valdez Casaura.
Nawawala na sa isipan. Di ko alam ang gagawin kapag ika'y nakatingin. Kasi alam mo ba na dahil sa'yo tumitigil ang mundo. Sa kislap ng mata mo, makarating man kung saan. Ikaw lang pabalikan, asahan mo ito. Tumitigil ang mundo. Sa kislap ng mata mo.
Once again, that is Lakambini 6, Engineer Leazil Valdez Casaura.
And now let's all welcome Lakambini 7.
Bawat ngiti ako'y hindi mabakali. Hanap palagi ikaw bawat sandali.
Lakambini 7 is again Engineer Maria Carlene Rodriguez.
Makatabi. Pilitin man na pigilan ka't ang nararamdaman. Mas madali na aminin yun di nang pupuntahan. O diba? O di nga ba? Kasi sa tuwing makakasama ka.
That's again Lakambini 7, Engineer Maria Carlene Rodriguez.
Sa isipan.
Next up is Lakambini 8.
Kasi alam mo ba na dahil sa'yo tumitigil ang mundo.
Lakambini 8 is Engineer Jo Mariel Liagas Alinio.
Makarating man kung saan, ikaw lang mapalikan. Asahan mo ito. Tumitigil ang mundo. Sa kislap ng mata mo. Makarating man kung saan, ikaw lang mapalikan. Asahan mo ito. Daming nakilala, isa di umubra. Naglibot na wala talaga. Mas maganda sa aking mata.
Once again, that is our Lakambini 8, Engineer Jo Mariel Liagas Alinio.
And now let's have Lakambini 9.
Kaila ikaw lang talaga. Sabihin man sa akin ay di ba
Lakambini 9 is Engineer Charlene May Lawayon.
palagi sa aking mundo ikaw nagmamayari. Madami na kakalimutan. Nawawala na sa isipan. Di ko alam ang gagawin ko pag ika'y nakatingin. Kasi alam mo ba na dahil sa'yo tumitigil ang mundo. Sa kislap ng mata mo. Sa kislap ng mata mo.
Again, that's Lakambini 9, Engineer Charlene May Lawayon. There you have it once again, everyone. Our our 9 lovely engineers in their engineer's outfit for the 5th Lakambining Enhenyera.
Have you ever been deeply inspired that you actually did everything to make it happen? Well, it is the very same case to how I have become a civil engineer. Being a civil engineer is like turning dirt and dust into something beautiful. But beyond that, it takes discipline, a constant thirst for new knowledge, patience and integrity to be won. Lastly, there's also cooperation. Remember that in our field, we communicate and we work together. Back in 2017, together with my colleagues, I have had the chance to serve in the UST Association of Civil Engineering Students. Interwoven with my simple passion to bring joy to children, we have given birth to a movement which we have called the Blue Box Movement. A movement encouraging engineering students to share what they can. Literally, we bring a box, baby blue box, filled with toys, stationaries, and hygiene kits for children for our partner communities in Rizal and Pampanga. Alongside, we work on repainting of school facilities, engaging with children through learning activities and fun games, and having feeding programs as well. Quite much of what we can do out of our resources at that time. But I believe there's more that can be done. Now, as an engineer promoting my advocacy to a bigger stage, together with the other trades of engineering and sciences, I encourage everyone to have a good look into these communities, and as a team, we pave for ways that may ease the lives of our brothers and sisters. Join me as we strengthen community development. From the troop of strong Filipino women engineers, I am Mary Childs Manuel Balana from Design Coordinates Incorporated, and I represent the Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers.
This is Abigail Abad, a Master's in Business Administration student, representing
serenity, beauty, vitality. Just as these are Mother Nature's greatest attributes. When abused, she carries wrath and fury that brings about destruction and death. But perhaps we all deserve it. We have been irresponsible for so long that our actions from many years ago have brought us to this point. Climate change has become an absolute emergency. Individual efforts to reduce the usage of single-use plastics, carbon footprint, and planting trees are well and good, but they may not be enough. Collective action that starts with our world leaders, cascaded to our local government, and then to our people, from policy making to implementation and evaluation of the results, has to be the way to go. We have to take action. This is Abigail Abad from the Philippine Institute of Chemical Engineers, advocating for climate action.
Leazil V. Casauran, 25, is representing Philippine Society of Agricultural and Biosystems Engineering.
There is no denying that the agricultural sector plays a significant role in global development. Everyone is aware that the Philippines has an agriculturally oriented economy. One of the keys to our nation's success is through expanding agricultural technology and processing, promoting agricultural products, and improving farm systems and products to solve issues relating to production, handling, and processing of biological materials. A structure known as the Small Water Impounding Project, or SWIP, is built over a small depression or valley to store water and create a reservoir that will collect rainwater and runoff during the rainy season for immediate or future use. It benefits the farmers by offering additional irrigation, especially during the dry season. As an agricultural and biosystems engineers, it is our responsibility to appropriately design these structures in order to build a functional SWIP that will benefit our farmers. It is also important to promote agricultural goods and preserve those with cultural significance in our society. The inabel is one of these. One of the numerous things Ilocos region is proud of is inabel. The handwoven inabel products of Bangkar La Union are well known. Inabel is a traditional handloom fabric made from cotton that can be either plain or patterned. Inabel weaving is a centuries-old technique that has been handed down through the generations. I have a responsibility as an agricultural and biosystems engineer to develop fresh strategies for utilizing this weaving technique and to spread awareness of it among other people. Inabel must be promoted as an agricultural product and historical symbol in order to sustain its value for future generations. Agriculture and renewable energy are a winning combination. Energy that is produced through ongoing natural processes is known as renewable energy. This clean, renewable energy is used by solar-powered farms to replace the ones that currently rely on fossil fuels. Given the increasing cost of fossil fuel products, it is timely. Not only does it assist the farmer in saving money, but it also works to mitigate the consequences of global warming. In the world of farming and agriculture, emerging technologies are carving paths. Advances in machinery have expanded the scale, speed, and productivity of farm equipment, leading to more efficient cultivation of more lands. The future technology. As an agricultural and biosystems engineer, we are the bridge to that future.
Are you guys ready for the third round of the competition? Let's get to know our lovely engineers vying for the title Fifth Lakambining Enhenyera in a different angle. Let's now enjoy the sportswear competition.
Beginning with Lakambining 1.
Shawty, I've been feeling lonely. Memories of 2019 on the beach and we vibing.
Lakambining 1 is Enhenyera Lodia Tabilissima Rivera.
It's me, you, and the horizon. I've been talking about life and I'm locked in. Great girl, soft skin and she glowing. No, she don't want commitment, but we be both down just to ride in the moment. Craving for the one, but you keep your distance. She only be close when it comes to the limit. But I've been saying yes, cause man, she a 10. Icon vows in the same wavelength. I don't need money, man, I don't need cash. The only thing I need is a shawty real bad. Oh, the welcome,
Once again, that is our Lakambining 1, Enhenyera Lodia Rivera.
Next up is Lakambining 2. Lakambining 2 is Engineer Aubrey Kiara Bagayan Padernal.
Check my phone, young boy got a text. 12 a.m. all alone, what's next? Find my keys and I hit the gas. In an hour I'll be up for the task. Like a blast from the past. I ain't confused, but girl, I'm attached. This is not good, my heart's beating fast. Will this thing we have really last? I don't know yet, but I'm craving for you. Cause this feels so true. If there's heaven on earth, baby girl, I'll fill it with you. I really wanna beg you, boo. One is best enjoyed with a glass for two. Please tell me, baby, do you feel it too? Is it mutual? We just go. I don't know.
Again, that's our Lakambining 2 Engineer Aubrey Kiara Bagayan Padernal.
Next up is Lakambining 3. Lakambining 3 is Engineer Nicole Cristelos Loso.
Now let's all welcome Lakambining 4.
On the beach and we vibing. Cold ones on hand, we excited. Good trip, psilocybin. It's me, you, and the horizon. I've been talking about
Lakambining 4 is Engineer Mary Charles Manuel Balana.
She don't want commitment, but we be both down just to ride in the moment. Craving for the one, but you keep your distance. She only be close when it comes to the limit. But I've been saying yes, cause man, she a 10. Icon vows in the same wavelength. I don't need money, man, I don't need cash. The only thing I need is a shawty real bad.
Again, that's our Lakambining 4 Engineer Mary Charles Manuel Balana.
Let us welcome on stage Lakambining 5. Lakambining 5 is Engineer Abigail Brigoli Abad.
text. 12 a.m. all alone, what's next? Find my keys and I hit the gas. In an hour I'll be up for the task. Like a blast from the past. I ain't confused, but girl, I'm attached. This is not good, my heart's beating
Once
fast.
again, that is our Lakambining 5 engineer, Abigail Abad.
Cause this feels so true. If there's heaven on earth, baby girl, I'll feel it with you.
Let's now welcome Lakambining 6.
With a glass for two. Please tell me, baby, do you feel it too? Is it mutual? We just go. I don't know.
Lakambining 6 is Engineer Leazil Valdez Kasauran. Again, that's Lakambining 6 Engineer Leazil Valdez Kasauran.
Next up is Lakambining 7. Lakambining 7 is Engineer Maria Carlin V. Rodriguez. Once again, that is Lakambining 7 Engineer Maria Carlin Rodriguez.
And now let's welcome Lakambining 8.
2019 on the beach and we vibing. Cold ones on hand, we excited. Good trip, psilocybin. It's me, you, and the
Lakambining 8 is Engineer John Maria Liagas Alinio.
She glowing. No, she don't want commitment, but we be both down just to ride in the moment. Craving for the one, but you keep your distance. She only be close when it comes to the limit. But I've been saying yes, cause man, she a 10. I convos in the same wavelength. I don't need money, man, I don't need cash. The only thing I need is a shawty real bad. Oh, di wag kang giganda, mahiwag ang mahiga sa'kin. Hulog ng langit. Oh, di wag kang giganda, mahiwag ang mahiga sa'kin. Napapaibig.
And again, that's our Lakambining 8 Engineer John Maria Liagas Alinio.
Let us welcome on stage Lakambining 9. Lakambining 9 is Engineer Charlene May Lowayo.
12 a.m. all alone, what's next? Find my keys and I hit the gas. In an hour I'll be up for the task. Like a blast from the past. I ain't confused, but girl, I'm attached. This is not good, my heart's beating fast. Will this thing we have really last? I don't know yet, but I'm craving for you. Cause this feels so true. If there's heaven on earth, baby girl, I'll feel it with you. I really wanna beg you, boo. One is best enjoyed with a glass for two. Please tell me, baby, do you feel it too? Is it mutual? We just go. I don't know. Oh, di wag kang giganda, mahiwag ang mahiga sa'kin. Hulog ng langit.
Once again, that is Lakambining 9.
And that concludes, ladies and gentlemen, the sportswear competition.
From the home of resilient Filipino mechanical engineers, I am Engineer Maria Carlin Villanueva Rodriguez from the Philippine Society of Mechanical Engineers. We are determined to play our part in achieving the goals of SGD 5 Gender Equality and SGD 9 Industry, Innovation, and Infrastructure. Our strategy and ambition are overseen by 132 PSME local chapters and 16 technical divisions from PSME. One organization, one direction for a stronger mechanical engineering profession.
Sanitary engineering is one of the most diverse engineering. It focuses on caring for the environment through applications of environmental engineering, water resources and wastewater engineering, solid waste management engineering, and public health engineering.
Hi, this is Engineer Jomariel L. Alino de Lakambining Enhenyera 2022 of Philippine Society of Sanitary Engineers.
For 3 years of working as a female sanitary engineer, my life has been filled with deep purpose. I am not just an engineer, or like I am one of the planet Earth's steel helper. I currently work at Environmental Management Bureau, National Capital Region, as an environmental compliance monitoring inspector. My job is to oversee compliance of both commercial and industrial establishments for the 6 environmental EMB mandated laws. At the same time, I am studying Master of Science in Environmental Engineering at Mapua University to broaden my knowledge in my chosen field. Would be my platform to deliver my advocacy on environmental and natural water bodies protection activities through various estero, river and ocean cleanup drives, and conducting environmental information and education campaign through talks and webinars would be my start to embody my role as PSSE's Lakambining Enhenyera.
I once thought I had my life figured out. Growing up as an only child to a single mother, it has been my life goal to make her proud. And along with that goal was the dream to pursue a career in the big corporate world. Like many young girls, I thought that wearing beautiful clothes and walking in high heels is the only way to be both feminine and powerful. But years later, I found myself walking down an unfamiliar road. A road less traveled, a path unheard of. I have become a metallurgical engineer. I traded fashionable clothes and stilettos to plain uniform, safety shoes, and hard hat. The total opposite of the woman I imagined I will be. But it wasn't so bad after all. In fact, working as a process engineer made me realize that a woman is so much more than what the society has dictated her to be. Engineering is not a boys' club anymore. I am fortunate to be where women are recognized and valued, and to be sharing as well with my company the same goal of taking care of the environment. Training us to operate with high regard for it, we most specially aim to reduce waste and mitigate waste problem, thus giving rise to the first of its kind in Caraga region, a plastic recycling plant, wherein plastic waste are turned into school armchairs, providing livelihood to the community and assistance to garbage collectors and drivers. As I, too, have my own little ways to help Mother Nature. learning sustainability, and trying zero waste living for the past years. Of course, it is never perfect. I am still a work in progress. But imagine millions of people living the imperfect zero waste life. What a difference it will make. It is not easy, but I continue to do so because I believe in small efforts making big things happen. Everything can be done as long as we know our purpose and believe that we can be catalysts of change, no matter what our gender is.
Nickel Corporation, ang Lakambining Enhenyera ng Society of Metallurgical Engineers of the Philippines. Join me in empowering women to break stereotypes.
Let's bring back our candidates wearing their professional yet fashionable outfit that highlights their beauty and grace. Let's welcome our candidates in their corporate attire.
Magandang dilag, puso ko yung nabihag.
Beginning with Lakambining 1.
Bawat lakad mo lahat sila
Lakambining 1 is Engineer Alodia Tabilisima Rivera.
nangyayari sa akin. Isang ngiti mo lang parang nakakabaliw. Ano bang ginawa mo? Ako'y naaaliw. Tinatanaw-tanaw kita para bang isang tala sa gitna ng kalawakan. Oh, magandang dilag, puso ko yung nabihag. Wala nang ninanais, ligaya kang labis. Oh, magandang dilag.
Once again, that is our Lakambining 1, Engineer Alodia Tabilisima Rivera.
Puso ko'y nahalina.
And now let's welcome back on stage Lakambining 2.
Biyaya ng langit. Oh, magandang dilag. Kahit na
Lakambining 2 is Engineer Aubrey Kiara Bagayan Padernal.
ikot-ikot ka dito sa isipan ko. Wala na nang iba, nag-iisa ka lang. Nag-iisang bituin sa kalangitan ko. Oh, tinatanaw-tanaw kita para bang isang tala sa gitna ng kalawakan. Oh, magandang dilag, puso ko yung nabihag. Wala nang ninanais, ligaya kang labis. Oh, magandang dilag. Oh, magandang dilag, puso ko'y nahalina. Wala nang ninanais, biyaya ng langit. Oh, magandang dilag. Oh, paano sasabihin na paghangay lumalalim? Parang bulan
Again, that's our Lakambining 2, Engineer Aubrey Kiara Bagayan Padernal.
nag-isang panalangin na tinay.
Next up is Lakambining 3.
Tinatanaw-tanaw ka, sana'y tinadhana ng ibathala para bang natiningning na
Lakambining 3 is Engineer Nicole Cristelos Los.
sa gitna ng kalawakan. Oh, magandang dilag, puso ko yung nabihag. Wala nang ninanais, ligaya kang labis. Oh, magandang
welcome back on stage Lakambining 4.
Ligaya kang labis, oh, magandang dilag. Magandang dilag. Puso ko'y
Lakambining 4 is Engineer Mary Childs Manuel Balana.
ninanais, biyaya ng langit, oh, magandang dilag. Kahit na pilitin pang umiwas-iwas sa'yo, oh, paikot-ikot ka dito sa isipan ko. Wala na ngang iba, nag-iisa ka lang, nag-iisang bituin sa kalangitan ko. Oh, tinatanaw-tanaw kita.
Again, that's our Lakambining 4, Engineer Mary Childs Manuel Balana.
Let us welcome on stage Lakambining 5.
Magandang dilag.
Lakambining 5 is Engineer Abigail Brigoli Abad.
Wala nang ninanais, ligaya kang labis, oh, magandang dilag. Magandang dilag. Puso ko'y nahalina. Wala nang ninanais, biyaya ng langit, oh, magandang dilag. Paano sasabihin na paghangay lumalalim? Parang bulala kung nahuhulog ng damdamin. Kahit anong sabihin kay nag-isang panalangin.
Once again, that is our Lakambining 5, Engineer Abigail Brigoli Abad.
Tanaw ka, sana'y tinadhanang ipaghala. Para bang natiningning natala, anong hiwaga?
Next up, we have Lakambining 6.
Kaloakan, oh, magandang dilag. Puso ko'y
Lakambining 6 is Engineer Leazil Valdez Casauran.
ninanais, ligaya kang labis, oh, magandang dilag. Magandang dilag. Puso ko'y nahalina. Wala nang ninanais, biyaya ng langit, oh, magandang dilag. Wala nang ninanais, ligaya kang labis, oh, magandang
Again, that's our
dilag.
Lakambining 6, Engineer Leazil Valdez Casauran.
Puso ko'y
Next up is Lakambining 7.
wala nang ninanais, ligaya kang labis, oh, magandang dilag.
Lakambining 7 is Engineer Maria Carlene V. Rodriguez.
Puso ko'y nahalina. Wala nang ninanais, biyaya ng langit, oh, magandang dilag. Kahit na pilitin pang umiwas-iwas sa'yo, oh, paikot-ikot ka dito sa isipan ko. Wala na ngang iba, nag-iisa ka lang, nag-iisang bituin sa kalangitan ko. Oh, tinatanaw-tanaw
Once
kita.
again, she is our Lakambining 7, Engineer Maria Carlene Rodriguez.
Sa gitna
Now let's have Lakambining 8.
ko iyong nabihag.
Lakambining 8 is Engineer Jamaria Liagas Alinio.
Magandang dilag. Magandang dilag. Puso ko'y nahalina. Wala nang ninanais, biyaya ng langit, oh, magandang dilag. Paano sasabihin na paghangay lumalalim? Parang bulala kung nahuhulog ng damdamin. Kahit anong sabihin kay nag-isang panalangin, na tuwing nahiling na sanang na'y mapasakit.
That's once again our Lakambining 8, Engineer Jamariel Liagas Alinio.
Natala, anong hiwaga?
Last but not the least, we have Lakambining 9.
Kaloakan,
let's welcome back on stage all our 9 lovely engineers vying for the title of 5th Lakambining Enhenyera in their corporate attire.
Wala nang ninanais, biyaya ng langit. Oh, magandang dilag. Kahit na pilitin pang umiwas-iwas sa'yo. Oh, paikot-ikot ka dito sa isipan ko. Wala nang ang iba, nag-iisa ka lang. Nag-iisang bituin sa kalangitan ko.
Thank you so much, ladies. You may now proceed backstage and prepare for the next part of the program. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to give us a very special message, we'd like to request on stage Honorable Mayor of Malay, Honorable Mayor Floribal Bautista.
Well, good evening. Oh. Pasensya kung hindi ko kilala lahat yung mga officers, ha? But I would like to greet the President, of course. Sorry. Yes, the President, the Vice President, of course, the officers. So, was here kanina, nag-post sila, no? And of course, lahat ng mga engineer tonight, palakpak mo na dyan. And dito, the President, the General Manager of Forest Garden. Sino pa? Hindi ko. Sorry, ma'am. Ay, nadito pala ikinasal sa Sangrila, ma'am. That was 2015. And welcome back in Boracay. And I'm very happy na you make this event dito sa Boracay. And of course, kung sabihin ko nga what happened for us for 2 years, wow, ang hirap talaga. So, I'm very happy na you are helping to raise revenues in this island. And I'm very proud of that. Kung alam nyo siguro, parang ghost town ang Boracay in 2020. And ako mismo na-stress no? How to support the 58,000 Boracay Malay noons, because we are belong to LGU Malay, but Boracay is one of the part of Malay. Ang hirap talaga, no? No other industry in this island except the tourism, and for 2 years talagang patay. I'm very happy, and of course the support of these engineers, no? And I hope when you go back to your own places, please say to them that just go to Boracay because they need you. We want to revive the economy of the island. At alam nyo naman, when we talk about tourism, Boracay andyan. And we talk Boracay, that's the Philippines. And as Chief Executive of this municipality, where Boracay belongs, I am really doing my best since Boracay is for Filipinos. And I am imposing and instilling discipline in this island. Gusto ko na lahat encounter any bad consequences maybe. Na gusto ko nga pagbalik, pag alisan nyo na, wow, go to Boracay kasi ang ganda doon. Maraming mga awards nakuha now. The latest ngayon is Boracay is one of the greatest place in the world. At that's the pride of the Filipinos, and we are doing our best. The president of the Boracay Foundation is here, and with our collaboration and good partnership with the private sectors, ay talagang gagawin namin yan. Dahil sabi ko kanina, Pinos. So thank you very much, and congratulations who will win this Lakambining Enhenyera, and mabuhay ang ating mga engineers sa Pilipinas. Thank you very much and good evening.
All right, that's again our Malay Municipal Mayor Honorable Floribar Bautista. Mayor, if you could please stay on stage. Thank you so much.
The PTC Technology Council Women Engineers Network awards this certificate of appreciation to Honorable Frolibar S. Bautista, the Mayor of Municipality of Malay Aklan. In grateful recognition and appreciation in support of the activities of PTC WEN, thereby contributing to the attainment and Enhenyera advocacy project given this 27th day of August 2022 during the 16th Philippine Women Engineers Summit held at the Paradise Resort Hotel and Convention Center, Boracay, Philippines. Signed by our PTC WEN Chair, Dr. Meros Imperial, and our Press 6 Summit Chair, Engineer Emiliana de la Cruz.
Again, thank you so much to Honorable Mayor Floribar Bautista for your support for the 5th Lakambining Enhenyera Coronation Night. And now, everyone, for the awarding of Plaque of Appreciation, would like to request on stage Dr. May Rose Imperial, our PTC WEN Chairperson and EPO, to be joined by, again, Honorable Mayor Floribar Bautista. And this plaque of appreciation would be presented to our 9 lovely delegates for their participation in the search for Lakambining Enhenyera 2022 during the 6th of Philippine Women Engineers Summit with the theme Engineering the Future, Women Engineers and Scientists Working Towards Industry, Innovation and Infrastructure, held on August 25th to 27, 2022 at the Paradise Hotel and Convention Center, Boracay Island. Signed by Chair PTC WEN, Engineer May Rose Imperial, PhD, and Chair Lakambining Enhenyera, Engineer Ermi Lagman Garon.
May I invite on stage Lakambini 1 Engineer Alodia Tabilisima Rivera, together with the GEP representatives, Engineer Joanna Soriano and Engineer Ruby de la Cruz. Again, may I invite on stage our GEP representatives.
And would like to request all the EPO, the officers, to please prepare for this awarding ceremony. Thank you so much, Lakambini 1 and the representatives of GEPI. Now let's have Lakambini 2 Engineer Aubrey Kiara Bagayan Padernal. Please join her on stage. Our ISEP representatives, Dr. May Rose Imperial and Engineer Beatriz Peralta. Next is Lakambini 3, Engineer Nicole Cristel Losoloso. And would like to request the representatives of IIEE, Engineer Maria Lourdes Balansay and Engineer Eleanor Reyes.
Paradise Lakambini 4, Engineer Mary Charles Manuel Balaya. May we invite on stage the PIC representatives, Engineer April Frances Flores, Engineer Nonette Zamora, Engineer Maribel Martinez, and Engineer Maria Luisa Olitoki. Once again, our PIC representatives, please join our Lakambini on stage.
Next up is Lakambini 5, Engineer Abigail Brigoli Abad.
May we invite on stage our PCHE representatives, Dr. Evelyn Laurito and Engineer Teresita Balba.
Next is Lakambini 6, Engineer Leazil Valdez Casauran.
May we call on stage our PISABE representatives, Engineer Giselle Cantaveja and Engineer Pichi Melendez.
Next is Lakambini 7, Engineer Maria Carlene Rodriguez.
May we invite on stage the PSME representatives, Engineer Melanie Banayos and Engineer Archel Bakun.
Next is Lakambini 8, Engineer Jamariel Liagas Alinio.
May we invite on stage our PSSE representatives, Engineer Emiliana de la Cruz and Engineer Aida Calma.
And now let's have Lakambini 9, Engineer Charlene May Lawayon.
May we invite on stage the SMEP representatives, Engineer Karina Pexon and Engineer Rhea Tanzo.
Thank you so much, ladies. And again, thank you so much to our PTC1 President and to Honorable Mayor of Floribar Bautista. Are you guys ready for this special dance number? Let's have on stage our PTC WEN.
Earlier, we have introduced our PTC WEN officers, but now we will be seeing their Ama Kabogera side. So once again, let us welcome on stage our PTC WEN officers for 2022.
Can we hear you cheer for our PTC-1 officers? Ang mga tunay na kabugera, DJ, play music please.
Enrique Iglesias. Gente de zona. Decime.
Yo te miro y se me corta la respiración. Cuando tú me miras se me sube el corazón. Me palpita lento el corazón. Y en un silencio tu mirada dice mil palabras. La noche en la que te suplico que no salga el sol.
Bailando, 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 bailando. Tu cuerpo y el mío llenando el vacío, subiendo y bajando. Subiendo y bajando. Bailando, 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 bailando. Ese fuego por dentro me va enloqueciendo, me va saturando.
Con tu física y tu química, también tu anatomía, la cerveza y el tequila y tu boca con la mía. Ya no puedo más,
ya no puedo más,
ya no puedo más,
ya no puedo más. Con esta melodía, tu color, tu fantasía, con tu filosofía, mi cabeza está vacía. Ya no puedo más,
ya no puedo más,
ya no puedo más,
ya no puedo más. Yo quiero estar contigo, vivir contigo, bailar contigo, tener contigo una noche loca.
una noche loca.
Ay, besar tu boca. Yo quiero estar contigo, vivir contigo, bailar contigo, tener contigo una noche loca. Con tremenda nota. Tú me miras y me llevas a otra dimensión. Tus latidos aceleran a mi corazón. Tus latidos aceleran a mi corazón. Qué ironía del destino no poder tocarte, abrazarte y sentir la magia de tu olor.
Bailando, 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 bailando. Tu cuerpo y el mío llenando el vacío, subiendo y bajando, subiendo y bajando. Bailando, 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 bailando. Ese fuego por dentro me va enloqueciendo, me va saturando.
Con tu física y tu química, también tu anatomía, la cerveza y el tequila y tu boca con la mía. Ya no puedo más,
Ya no puedo más,
ya no puedo más.
ya no puedo más. Con esta melodía, tu color, tu fantasía, con tu filosofía, mi cabeza está vacía. Ya no puedo más,
Ya no puedo más,
ya no puedo más.
ya no puedo más. Yo quiero estar contigo, vivir contigo, bailar contigo, tener contigo una noche loca.
Una noche loca.
Ay, besar tu boca. Yo quiero estar contigo, vivir contigo, bailar contigo, tener contigo una noche loca. Con tremenda nota. Bailando amor, bailando amor, es que se me va el dolor.
Let us give a big round of applause to our PTC WEN 2022 officers. Thank you so much, engineers.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's proceed with the formal part of the competition, the Filipiniana Gown segment, to showcase the creation of Terno by Nats Palad. Let's begin the Filipiniana Gown competition with Lakambining 1.
Para bang guni-guni at nabibighani, kusang napapalapit, panaginip sa gitna ng langit. Ako'y iyong naakit, nililingon babalik, panaginip na umaling sa iyong gandang kakaiba. Babalik-balik parang isang marika.
Alright, I believe our ladies are still preparing for our next segment. So, Bea, why don't you visit our judges?
So good evening everyone. So while we are waiting for Lakambinis, may lalapitan lang ako isa sa mga judges. Any representatives? Wow. So siguro let's start with our chairman of the board, Mrs. Melissa Yungyap. Hi ma'am, good evening po.
Hi, good evening. Good evening everyone.
Ayan ma'am, I just have some questions for you. So aside from our criteria for judging for our next Lakambining Enhenyera, aside from that ma'am, what qualities are you looking for our next title holder?
First of all, I'm really super proud that we have very beautiful women here on stage and off stage, Filipino engineers. So aside from the criteria, which is beauty, poise, personality, they did mention a lot of things that they want to contribute to the country, from waste management to climate change and things like that. So hopefully, aside from the title, they get to also really create very tangible change for our country.
All right. Thank you so much, candidate number 10. Wow, joke lang. Thank you so much, Mrs. Melissa Yungyap. And now we have also one of our judges from Singapore. Actually, she is one of the Lakambining Enhenyeras in Singapore as well, back in 2018, right, ma'am? So she is Engineer Jasmine Fu. Hi, ma'am. Good evening.
Hello. Hi. Good evening. Hello, everyone.
So, ma'am, I just would like to ask, how was your experience here in the Philippines, especially that you have witnessed another version of Lakambining Enhenyera?
It's always fun in the Philippines. I always enjoy being here. So when PTC invited me here to speak, I definitely did not hesitate. The only thing I didn't know that I was going to be the judge, which is very, very fun for me as well. Yeah.
So thank you so much for gracing us in your presence in this event. Thank you so much, ma'am. So, sir, let us now proceed with our next judge. Sir, you are Mr. Edwin Raimundo, right, sir?
Yes.
So, Sir Edwin is the general manager, actually, of Resort and Convention Center. So, sir, thank you so much for being very accommodating to everyone. Actually, sir, I commend all your staff as well as being very attentive. Kasi, sir, actually, I'm also staying here in Paradise Garden since last Tuesday, sir. So, thank you so much, sir. So, sir, I have some question for you. Ano, sir, gusto mo ba pang pageant naman tayo? And just kidding aside, sir. So, sir, kanina, our last few days, you have been accommodating PTC WEN for our event. So, sir, how was your experience meeting our officers, the women engineers, to be exact, sir?
Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank you, the Philippine Women's Engineering, for choosing us as your venue for in Boracay. And we are so honored and grateful that you held your big event here. And I've said, I was also shocked that I was one of the judges. Last minute.
Surprise pala lahat dito.
Yeah, all surprised. But still, no, we enjoy your, as what the mayor says, during the pandemic, it was a ghost island for us. And then, luckily, we started to vaccinate the whole island. The first thing that we did is that this area was the previous vaccination site of the whole island with the collaboration of the LG of Malay, Mayor. So just to spark the business here in the island. So forth and so on. We're here. Business is back. And we hope that also the international flights will be coming over. And with both airports are ready. And again, I thank you so much also for all, and including all the officers and presidents of all associations. If you have something, again, an event, we are so happy to have it here in our Mabuhay Convention Center. And again, thank you.
Yeah, that's great to hear, Sir Edwin. Thank you so much. So again, to all our judges, thank you so much for accepting our invitation. And it's an honor to have you as our judges for this year's Lakambining Enhenyera 2022. Again, thank you so much. So I guess our Lakambini are all settled for our next or our last portion of our competition. Again, let us welcome our Lakambini in their Philippine Yanaga.
Showcasing again the creations of Turnal by Nats Palad. Let's have our 9 Lakambini candidates in their Filipiniana gown, beginning with Lakambini 1. Lakambining 1 is Engineer Alodia Tabilisima Rivera. Engineer Alodia believes that the strongest actions for a woman are to love herself, be herself, and shine amongst those who never believed she could. Alodia Tabilisima Rivera.
Next up on stage is Lakambini 2. Lakambini 2 is Engineer Aubrey Kiara Bagayan Padernal. Engineer Aubrey believes that the only way to achieve the impossible is to believe it is possible.
Kahit di pa nakalapit ay nagbibigani. Sa gitna ng nakiulap ka upang haghari. Nag-iisang liwanag na tinatanaw sa langit. Sumisilip na umaling sa iyong ganda. Kakaiba.
Once again, she's our Lakambini 2, Engineer Aubrey Kiara Bagayan Padernal.
Now let's welcome on stage Lakambini 3. Lakambini 3 is Engineer Nicole Cristel Losoloso. that in life, you have to stand straight, walk proud, and have a little faith. Again, that's Lakambini 3, Engineer Nicole Cristel Loso Loso.
Now let's have Lakambini 4. Lakambini 4 is Engineer Mary Childs Manuel Balana. Engineer Mary Childs believes that there is no better time to do great, to choose to be kind and to love but now. And above all, surrender everything to our dear God. Once again, our Lakambini 4, Engineer Mary Childs Manuel Balana.
5. Lakambini 5 is Engineer Abigail Brigoli Abad. Engineer Abigail believes that in life, what's wrong is always available, and so is what's right. Again, that's Lakambini 5, Engineer Abigail Brigoli Abad.
Next up is Lakambini 6. Lakambini 6 is Engineer Leazil Valdez Casamura. Engineer Leazil believes that being whenever possible, it will give you happiness. Once again, that's our Lakambini 6, Engineer Leazil Valdez Casaura.
And now let's have on stage Lakambini 7. Lakambini 7 is Engineer Maria Carlene Rodriguez. Engineer Carlene is generous enough to show her love and support for Child House, a temporary shelter that provides a safe place for indigent patients from the different provinces who have cancer or other dreaded diseases. Again, that's Lakambini 7, Engineer Maria Carlene Rodriguez.
Let's welcome on stage Lakambini 8. Lakambini 8 is Engineer Jomariel Llagas Alinio. Engineer Jomariel believes that the first step to freedom is when we understand that our thoughts create our life. What you think is what manifests. Engineer Jomariel Llagas Alinio.
And now let's have Lakambini Lakambini 9. Lakambining 9 is Engineer Charlene May Lawayo. Engineer Charlene believes that in life, he who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow. Again, that's Lakambining 9, Engineer Charlene May Lawayo. Let's welcome back on stage all our 9 lovely engineers for the 5th Lakambining Enhenyera. Once again, how about the big hand, everyone, for these lovely engineers we have on stage. Job well done, ladies. And congratulations to all of you. You all did a great job. We know the hard work from the day one of the rehearsals up to now. Once again, let's give them a big hand, please, everyone. And I would like to believe we're ready for the first set of our special awards. All right, we'll first award our Lakambining Enhenyera Photogenic. Thank you so much, Madam. Are you guys ready? We can't hear you. Are you guys ready? Our Lakambining Photogenic 2022 is Lakambining 3. Engineer Nicole Cristel Loso.
To be awarded by Mr. Roberto Anonas Jr. together with the IIEE representatives, Engineer Maria Lourdes Balansay and Engineer Eleanor Reyes.
Congratulations once again to our Lakambining Enhenyera Photogenic. That's the Lakambining 3, Engineer Nicole Cristel Loso. And now let's announce the Lakambining Enhenyera Telegenic.
To be awarded by Judge Engineer June Garo.
And our Lakambining Telegenic is Lakambining number 7, Engineer Maria Carlene Rodriguez.
May I also invite on the stage the BSME representatives, Engineer Melanie Banayos and Engineer Arch.
And now let's announce our Lakambining Enhenyera friendship. Voted by the candidates, our Lakambini friendship is Lakambini number 5, Engineer Abigail
Edwin Raimundo, and of course, the picture representatives, Dr. Evelyn Laurito and Engineer Teresita Balba. Congratulations, candidate number 5, Engineer Abigail Abad.
And now we'll announce our Lakambining Enhenyera popularity. And this is from the intro video with the most number of number of FB shares. And our Lakambining popularity is Lakambining number 1, Engineer Alodia Tabilisima Rivera.
To be awarded by our judge, Mayor Floribar Bautista, together with the
last award for our first set of special awards is the Lakambining Enhenyera Personality. And this award is from the picture with the most likes. And our Lakambining Personality is Lakambining number 1, Engineer Alodia Tabilisima Rivera.
To be awarded by our judge, Engineer Jasmine Fu, together with our GEP representative, Engineer Joanna Soriano and Engineer Ruby De La Cruz.
Congratulations to all the winners of our first set of... And now to give this special packs or special tokens for our lovely engineers, would like to request Ms. Melissa Yung Yap to give our candidates a gift pack from Katinko and of course a gift pack from Malay Tourism. would like to request Miss May Imperial and Miss Jane Tapel to distribute these tokens from the Malay Tourism. All right, thank you so much to our generous sponsors. May we ask, which is the casual interview?
So earlier we have seen our lovely candidates slay the runway with their different outfits. But for the next part of the program, let us get to know more about our Lakambinis.
Yes, and just for a recap again, our winners for the first set of special awards for the Lakambining Photogenic is Lakambini 3. For the Lakambining Telegenic is Lakambini 7. Lakambining Friendship is Lakambini 5. The winner of our Lakambini Popularity is Lakambini 1. And the winner of our Lakambini Personality is likewise Lakambini 1. All right, let's first request our first batch to stay on stage. The second batch, you could relax for a bit, ladies, and prepare for your part. Now let's invite with us Lakambini 1 Engineer. Hello, you just bagged 2 of our special awards. How does that feel?
I feel so wonderful and overwhelmed because aside from these given special awards, I am also blessed to be here because it's my first time here in Boracay, and it's always been one of my teenage dream to be in this, one of my dream destination is in Boracay. So I am so grateful and thankful to my GEP family for choosing me as your Lakambining Enhenyera 2022. I love you guys.
Well, congratulations. You finally have enjoyed Boracay. And would you like to do a special shout out to all your supporters?
Actually, to be completely honest, I am a bit anxious in front of a lot of people. But there's this person who's with me tonight who could keep me calm and stay grounded. And that is my mom over there. Thank you for being so supportive, Mommy. Together with me are my handlers, to be led by Ma'am Joanne, Ma'am Ruby, Sis John John, May, and Sis Eliador. And also, hindi papahuli ang aking GEP family. I felt like I bring all the GEPs here in Boracay to be most especially, special mention to our board of directors, Ma'am Olive, Ma'am Mean, and also our birthday celebrant for tonight, our very own father, President Victorino, over there po. Hello sir, happy birthday po, and thank you so much for your overwhelming support.
Thank you so much. Sir, since it's your birthday, we'll look for you later for the after party. Thank you so much, Lakambini 1.
So next up, let us have Lakambini 2 Engineer Aubrey Kiara Padernal. Hi, Engineer Kiara. Good evening. How are you? How are you feeling right now?
Hi, good evening. I feel nervous, but I am also excited tonight, especially knowing that ISAP family is here supporting me and trusting me that I can do this. Thank you for your support.
That's great to hear, Engineer Kiara. So I've heard, as a Marites, I have heard that this is your first time joining a pageant. Am I right?
Yes.
So how was it? How was the experience considering that this is your first time?
Yes, that is a fact. This is my first time joining this pageant. And putting off this, like, I've been like putting off this inevitable, experience. I thought that I could never overcome it. However, Lakambining Enhenyera gave me the opportunity to prove that I can do it. Yes? Yes. And also, I aspire to become the beacon in the spectrum of women's empowerment. And I am also grateful to the PTC Women's Engineers Network and the sponsors for having this kind of pageantry showing the femininity and unity of women engineers. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Engineer Kiara. Actually, I first time, and it have opened a lot of doors for me. So, to you, Engineer Kiara, and to all the girls, you have chosen the right pageant, no? But again, it's a professional organization, and we're just so happy that we have experienced a work-life balance, no? Do you agree with that, Engineer Kiara?
Exactly.
Okay, so again, thank you so much. Candidate number 2, Engineer Kiara Padernal.
Indeed, beauty and brains.
True.
Now let's have Lakambini 3, Engineer Nicole Cristel Loso. Ang tangkad. Well, I heard that you once, correct me if I'm wrong, you once joined a national pageant, the Mutya ng Pilipinas to be exact. So can you share to everyone your experience with Mutya ng Pilipinas?
Yes, actually I've been into pageant when I was in college, from school pageants to province pageants to regional and then the national, which is the Mutya ng Pilipinas. So my experience in national pageants was really amazing. Just like here in Lakambining, Enhenyera, I have met beautiful ladies with different cultures, and like here in LI 2022, I have met 8 beautiful lady engineers that here in the stage with me tonight. So I'm really grateful to be here in the stage of the Lakambining Enhenyera 2022.
Thank you so much again to our Lakambini.
Next, let's have Lakambini 4. Hi, Engineer Childs.
Hi, good evening.
Magkasunod silang matangkad, no? So, ilang taon ka na?
I'm 24 years old.
24. I think you're one of the youngest, right?
Yes.
Okay, so considering that you're one of the youngest, how was your experience with your ates, with your queen sisters here in Lakambining Enhenyera?
Ever since I have started my Lakambining Enhenyera journey here, I was able to encounter and engage with well-molded and strong-willed women engineers. So shout out to my Lakambining Enhenyera sisters and to all of you who are here today. So I am truly honored for this opportunity. It's a mixture of a memorable experience and at the same time, it's unique, especially that we have to also attend to our responsibilities at work. But definitely it's something that we shouldn't miss out, this Lakambining Enhenyera. And at the same time, through our shared influences here with my sisters, my passion to render my service and to once again rely and believe in my own capabilities as an engineer has been rekindled. So for me, moments like this and a journey like this is something that would be a example for us that we as one engineering can do something and make everything possible as long as we make it as a team. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Engineer Chaz. So kung ang Binibining Pilipinas may sariling slogan, I think dapat Lakambini meron din. Once a Lakambini, always a Lakambini. Engineer Ermi, next year.
But you know what? I can't stop looking at her. She's so pretty.
True.
Especially like ganito kalapit, no? Well, now let's have Lakambini 5, Engineer Abigail Brigoli Abad. Good evening, Lakambini 5. I heard that you are into physical activities. Well, I am not, and I believe a lot of engineers here are not active, with physical activities as well. So maybe you could inspire them. Tell us more about this.
All right. So good evening, everyone. So I feel so proud to be able to represent my organization, the Philippine Institute of Chemical Engineers. I'm from Cebu. So it's actually my second time in Boracay, but it's sweeter the second time around because I'm in this pageant. So with physical activities, before, believe it or not, I used to be really shy. Like, I can't even order a Starbucks. Yeah, because I was super shy. So when I got into physical fitness, pole dancing to be exact, the aerial arts, it really boosted my confidence. Like seeing women empower each other and not putting each other down, it's like really encouraging. It's a whole other level of energy, right? So that's also the same energy that I feel here with my Lakambining Enhenyera sisters.
Thank you so much. Lakambini 5, you may relax backstage for our next segment. Now let's call in on stage our second set of Lakambinings.
So Lakambini 6, please join us here. Hi, Engineer Leia Ziel.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, how are you?
I'm a little bit nervous but enjoying the moment.
Okay, that's great. So, actually, our ladies came from different parts of the country, from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So, how about you, Engineer Leia Ziel? You are from?
I am from the province of our dear President Bongbong Marcos, the beautiful province of Ilocos Norte.
Wow, Ilocos Norte actually is one of the best destination or best tourist spots here in the Philippines, right? So speaking of the best, what do you think is the best thing about Ilocos Norte?
There are many things that you should see in Ilocos Norte, especially the beaches in Ilocos Norte, like the Pagudpud Beach. It is known as the Boracay of the North, and you should visit it. And also the historical churches of Ilocos Norte, like the San Agustin Church of Paway, Ilocos Norte, and the Santa Monica Parish Church of Sarat. And if you want adventure, you can experience the 4x4 adventure and sunboarding at the Paway Sand Dunes. Come and visit our province po.
Okay, sure. Visit kami basta ikaw ang tourist guide. So thank you so much, Engine.
Sponsors in the house.
Thank you for this chance. Thank you, thank you. It all started last 2019. It was 2019, 2020. It was actually one of my advocacy to have my birthday party at Child House. It's a temporary shelter in Malate, catering for families and children with cancer, and then they are from other provinces or other locations outside Metro Manila, and then they are providing temporary shelter. It was March 14 when we were supposed to bring Jollibee there, and then, oh no, March 17, sorry, and then March 14, pandemic happened. So, hindi siya natuloy, and then the will of God pala is for it to happen with everyone. So it will be this 2022, I made it sure to continue that, and it is one of my primary beneficiaries here for this Lakambini. I'd like to thank you, PTC-WEN and PSME, for making me a part of this rich legacy, and for fulfilling my dream. It's actually a dream, and it's a dream come true now. It's all gonna happen. Thank you.
Amen. That would happen.
It was indeed beauty with a purpose.
That more blessed with your big heart. Again, thank you so much. Lakambini 7.
So next up, we have Lakambini 8. Hi, Engineer Jomariel.
Hi. I'm so starstruck.
Actually, you kanina nung first part, medyo nag-stumble, but you rose gracefully. So, I commend that. So, I have heard then, marites ako ulit today. So, I have heard that you're a theater actress, right?
Yes.
So,
That's right.
So, I have a question for you. As a theater actress, how do you compare your preparation in your theater plays compared here in a beauty pageant like Lakambining Enhenyera?
Actually, Lakambining Enhenyera activities is not different from theater arts, actually. I am in theater since I was 8 years old until 18 years old, from Ateneo to UP Arts and to Mapua Techno Teatro. But I stopped theater because I pursued engineering. But this activity, this Lakambining Enhenyera, engineer at work and then at home, I'm a mother, I'm a wife, but Lakambining Enhenyera made me experience to be a beauty queen. Actually, I made my sportswear costume, and it reminded me of my theater days where I created my own costumes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Engineer Jomariel. So, the good thing about Lakambining Enhenyera is that we have no age limit, no? As long as the engineer has the capacity to show the Philippines, the world, or the universe rather, their beauty, poise, and wit to everyone, diba? So, it's an open pageant, and we thank PTC WEN for having this kind of event. So again, thank you
Yes.
so much, Engineer Jomariel.
All right, so lastly, let's have Lakambining 9 engineer Charlene May Lawayon. Hello, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling hungry, but I know it's natural because we have digestive system, right?
All right, let me just ask you, is this your first pageant ever?
No, this is not my first time, but before everyone's expectations goes through the roof, that was history, okay? I was younger back then, definitely slimmer, and my teeth wasn't perfect, but it's not barricaded. So it's overwhelming to be doing this, and also I'm one of the oldest in the candidates, but I'm happy that this Lakambining Enhenyera doesn't have standards. We are all welcome to represent our society. We are all welcome in different shapes and sizes and colors to share what we have, to show the world that engineers are not just for work, not just for the field, but we can also be beauty, we can also be purpose.
Very well said. And let me just say, you look really young. All right, I'll see you for the after party. All right, once again, let's give her a big, big hand, please. And all our 9 lovely, equally gorgeous Lakambings.
Actually, I agree with Dr. May, what she have said earlier, that this set of queens is one of the best. Actually, the best. No? Di natin alam for the next Binibining Pilipinas, Mutyanang Pilipinas, there will be a representative for engineers. No? We have architects, we have here that beauty queens, architects, doctors, but we are hoping and looking forward that we will be having a beauty queen that is an engineer. Do you agree with that? Yes, amen. Let's manifest it, no? Sana marinig po ng ladies at the back. Just kidding.
All right, now, speaking about the ladies, let's welcome back once again on stage everyone as we announce our second set of special awards. Now handing us the envelope, the results of our second set of special awards. Once again, let's have our
Para bang guni-guni at nabibighani, kusang napapalapit, panaginip sa gitna ng langit. Ako'y iyong naakit, nililingon, babalik, panaginip.
Now let's first announce the Lakambining Enhenyera Best in Resort Wear. And our Lakambini Best in Resort Wear is Lakambini for Engineer Mary Childs Manuel Balana.
To be awarded by our judge, Mr. Robert Anonas Jr., together with our PICE representatives, Engineer April Francis Flores, Engineer Nonette Zamora, Engineer Maribel Martinez, and Engineer Maria Luisa Olitokit. Once again, may I invite our judge, Mr. Robert Anonas Jr., to award our Lakambini Best in Resort Wear.
And let me now announce the winner of our Lakambini Enhenyera Best in Engineers Outfit or Attire. And our Lakambini Best in Engineer Outfit is Lakambini. Lakambini 4, Engineer Mary Childs Manuel Balana.
To be awarded by our judge, Engineer Joji Quintos. And again, may I invite in the stage our PICE representatives.
And our next award is the Lakambining Enhenyera Best in Sportswear. And our Lakambini Best in Sportswear is Lakambini number 4, Engineer Mary Childs Manuel Balana.
To be awarded by our judge, Engineer Edwin Raimundo. Again, may I invite in the stage our PICE representatives. May I also invite in the stage the PICE President, ASEC Ador Canlas. Sir, please join our judge, Mr. Edwin Raimundo, to award our Lakambining Enhenyera Best in Sportswear.
And our next award is the Lakambining Enhenyera Best in Corporate Attire. Our Lakambini Best in Corporate Attire is Lakambini. Can we hear you, Lakambini? Lakambini 4, Engineer Mary Childs Manuel Balana.
Our Lakambining Enhenyera will be awarded by our judge, Engineer Jasmine Fu. Again, may I invite on the stage our PICE representatives. Thank you so much, Lakambini 4. So for our last minor award, our Lakambining Enhenyera Best in Filipiniana Gown is... Who do you think is this year's Lakambining Enhenyera Best in Filipiniana Gown? Number... I guess I've heard it right again. Lakambini 4!
Engineer Mary Charles Manuel Balana to be awarded by the chairman of the board, Ms. Melissa Yungyap, and our EPO representatives together with Lakambining Enhenyera Chair, Engineer Ermi Garon.
Again, may invite on the stage our PICE representatives, Engineer April Flores, Engineer Maribel Martinez, Engineer Nonet Zamora, Engineer Maria Luisa Olitokit, and their PICE President, or Canlas, sorry.
Congratulations. And congratulations to Lakambini 4. Again, congratulations to Lakambini 4 for bagging all the awards, the second set of special awards. Thank you so much, engineers. You may now proceed backstage. Take a short break for the announcement of... And you know what, Bea? I am equally excited with the program because we are about to hear a special guest perform or do a song number for all of us tonight. Madalang lang po ito. So it is indeed a privilege to hear him sing for all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, let me invite on stage again the Honorable Mayor of Malay.
Again, let's give a big round of applause
to Honorable Mayor Floribar Bautista. All right, and he will be joined by Engineer Chell on stage. Palakpakan naman po natin, everyone.
Duet pala to.
Where's Engineer Archel?
Saan ang kaduwit ko?
Mayor, napakaswerte naman po ng mga women's engineer natin. Because aside from your generosity in supporting the 6th Women's Engineers Summit, you have a bonus. You will perform, you will sing for everyone.
Kasi hindi kasi matanggihan eh. Alam mo naman ang power ng mga babae, di ba? Wala nang, akala ko ba ganyan?
Sir, serenade mo na lang daw kami lahat.
Nagsabi ko, okay, kasi mayroon daw ka-partner. Daya naman.
So, sir, that's what they call budol.
Nabudol lang. Okay lang, sige, Anay.
Once again, everyone.
Sa inyong lahat from Boracay.
Once again, a round of applause for Honorable Mayor Floribar Bautista.
Sabay kayo, ha? Day after day, I must face the world of strangers where I don't belong. I am not that strong. It's nice to know when there's someone I can turn to, and you're always mine. You're always there when there's no getting over that rainbow. When my smallest dreams won't come true. I can take all the madness the world has to give, but I won't last a day without you. Thank you. So many times when the city seems to be without a friendly face, a lonely place, it's nice to know when there's someone I can do, and you're always smile. It's all worthwhile when there's no getting over that rainbow. When my smallest dreams won't come true, I can take all the madness the world has to give, but I won't last a day without you. Touch me and I end up singing. Trouble seems to have disappeared. You touch me with the love you bring in. I can't really lose when you're near, when you're near. My love, if all my friends are forgetting half the promises, they're nothing kind. It's hard to find one look at you, and I know that I could learn to live without the rest, without the best. When there's no getting over that rainbow, when my smallest dreams won't come true, I can take all the madness the world has to give, but I won't last a day without you. When there's no getting over that rainbow, when my smallest dreams won't come true, I can't take all the madness the world has to give, but I won't last a day without you. Without you, without you. Thank you.
Thank you so much once again to Malay Municipal Mayor Honorable Floribar Bautista. Also to give a special song number for everyone, let me now introduce to you the owner of Paradise Garden Resort and Convention Center, Boracay, Judge Edwin Tamayo.
Another surprise. Where's my partner? Again, good evening, everyone, and then I think everybody's enjoying. And this song is dedicated to all of you, to all the officers and fellow judges. Yeah. Okay na? Hindi ho ako makakanta pag wala akong ka-duet eh. Ayun, napasubo na ito. Bakit ngayon ka lang? Bakit ngayon kung kailan ang aking puso meron ng laman? Sana'y malaman ko
Sa buhay ko, di sana'y naghintay ako.
ikaw sana aking yakap-yakap. Ang iyong kamay ay aking laging hawak. At hindi kaya bakit ngayon ka lang dumating sa buhay ko? Pilit binubuksan ang sarado ko ng aking puso. Ikaw ba ay nararapat sa akin? At siya ba'y dapat limutin? Nais kong malaman bakit ngayon ka lang dumating? Ikaw sana aking yakap-yakap. Ang iyong kamay lagi ang aking hawak. At hindi kaya bakit ngayon ka lang dumating sa buhay ko? Pilit binubuksan ang aking puso. Ikaw ba ay nararapat sa akin? At siya ba'y dapat limutin? Nais malaman bakit ngayon ka lang? Bakit ngayon ka lang dumating sa buhay ko? Pilit binubuksan ang aking puso. Ikaw ba ay nararapat sa akin? At siya ba'y dapat limutin? Nais kong malaman bakit ngayon ka lang dumating? Nais kong malaman bakit ngayon ka lang dumating? Thank you. I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you so much again to one of our judge, Mr. Edwin Tamayo, for that special song number with your partner.
For the next part of our program, let us witness the farewell walk of my queen sister, the reigning and the fourth Lakambining Enhenyera, the beautiful Engineer Maris Mansibang Tiglao.
Let it go, can't hold it back anymore.
Once again, Engineer Maris Mansibang Tiglao, our reigning Lakambining Enhenyera.
Wala nang
pandemic is something that Women Engineers Network gave us engineers a silver lining. That the pandemic, that despite the pandemic challenge, that despite the challenges that the pandemic has brought to us, the resilience, optimism, and faith of the Filipinos are still shining through. The Lakambining Enhenyera gave me new perspective. It is like a spectrum of light that strikes through my heart. And with a grateful heart, I would like to thank the whole organization, the PTC-WEN, the officers, and of course, my organization, the Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers. Yeah. And special mention to Engineer Maribel Martires, who convinced me to join the pageant, even though I didn't believe in myself. To Engineer Nonette Zamora and Engineer April Francis Agata, who became so close to my heart. To our former president, Engineer Peter Paul D., I don't know if he's here, and of course, Undersecretary Catalina Cabral, and of course, Undersecretary Maximo Carvajal, and our very own Vice President, Assistant Secretary Ador Cantlas. Thank you for giving me help in every way possible. And of course, those are just names of a few that helped me, along with my agency, the Department of Public Works and Highways, who I love so dearly. Wearing the sash of the Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers is such an honor. It is my honor to bring or to carry thousands of hundreds of civil engineers with me during the journey in the crown of being the Lakambining Enhenyera 2021. I hoped and I prayed that I made you proud. To my friends and colleagues who kiddingly supported me at first but were astonished after. To my family who never doubted me and supported me in all the way possible. Everything I do it for them. And of course, to my then boyfriend, now my husband, thank you for your all-out support, from ironing my pageant clothes to brushing my hair extensions. I love you. And to all of you who trusted me that I can be someone that I didn't see myself for such a long time. It is something that I will be forever grateful for. You helped me be a better version of myself. From making fun jokes about me, my size, my body, to now, being in love with every inch and every kilos that I have. I am now confidently and proudly walking with my head held high. The Lakambining Enhenyera gave me that strength. The Lakambining Enhenyera is a prestigious celebration of women that we don't just conquer the so-called masculine industry, but we do it with so much poise and beauty. Where can you find a place where most of the people were women engineers? Dito lang po. And I'm so inspired and I'm so kilig to just be sitting with you guys, with my fellow women engineers. I am being empowered. And super kilig po talaga. Thank you talaga po. Sabi nga nila, hindi lahat ng magaganda nag-aartista. Yung iba, katabi mo, mga engineers. And to my, to my successor, congratulations in advance. I hope that the Lakambining Enhenyera will also change your life as much as it has changed mine. And lastly, kindly remember that she is a queen, but when a job needs to get done, she goes from being royal to being an engineer in just 3.1415 seconds. I am very proud to be a woman engineer. And I'm saying this for the last time. I am Engineer Maris Mansibang Tiglao, your Lakambining Enhenyera 2021 Forever a Lakambini. Thank you.
Magandang dilag, puso ko iyong nabihag. Wala nang ninanais, ligaya kang labis. Oh, magandang dilag. Magandang dilag.
Once again, our 2021 Lakambining Enhenyera, Engineer Maris Mansibang Tiglao.
Magandang dilag. Kahit na pilitin pang umiwas-iwas sa'yo.
To grace us with another song number, may invite in the stage, Engineer Vilma Lori.
Ganito pala sa PTC Wen. From speaker to a singer. So, nakalibre po kayo tonight. Pagpapasensyahan nyo ang aking kanta para sa inyong lahat. Itatry ko po. V-Power. Or not, I'm not the foolish girl you used to know so long ago. I'm stronger now. I've learned from my mistakes which way to go, and I should know. I put myself aside to do it your way, but now I need to do it all alone. And I am not afraid to cry it on my own. I don't care if I'm right or wrong. I'll live my life the way I feel. No matter what, I'll keep it real, you know. It's time for me to do it on my own. Yeah, yeah. It's over now. I can't go back to living through your eyes. Too many lies, and if you don't know by now, I can't go back to this, not anymore. I never had the chance to do things my way, so now it's time for me to take control. And I am not afraid to try it on my own. I don't care if I'm right or wrong. I'll live my life the way I feel. No matter what, I'm gonna keep it real, you know. It's time for me to do it. I sort of can go back to one. I'm running things on my way. Can't stop me now, I've just begun. Don't ever think about it, there ain't no thing about it. I'm taking names, the ones of mine. Yes, I'm gonna take my turn. It's time for me to finally stand alone, alone. And I am not afraid to try it on my own. I don't care if I'm right or wrong. I live my life the way I feel. No matter what, I'm gonna keep it real, you know. It's time for me to do it. See, I'm not afraid. My own, and I don't care right or wrong. I live my life the way I feel. No matter what, I'm gonna keep it real, you know. It's time for me to do it on my own. Thank you everyone. Congratulations everyone, thank you.
All right, are you guys ready for the final result? Have it. All right, we are about to announce, ladies and gentlemen, the winner, the new Lakambining Enhenyera for the year 2022. But before we announce our winners, let's hear the supporters of the candidates first.
Let us hear from the supporters of Lakambining 1 from the Geodetic Engineers of the Philippines. How about for Lakambining 2 from the Institute of Electronics Engineers of the Philippines?
How about for Lakambining 3, the Institute of Integrated Electrical Engineers of the Philippines Incorporated?
Let us hear you cheer from candidate number 4, Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers.
Ang daming supporters. Now let's hear the supporters of Lakambining 5 from the Philippine Institute of Chemical Engineers Incorporated.
How about from the supporters of Lakambining 6 from the Philippine Society of Agricultural and Biosystems Engineers?
How about this time, the supporters of Lakambining 7 from the Philippine Society of Mechanical Engineers Incorporated?
Let us hear from the supporters of Lakambining 8 from the Philippine Society of Sanitary Engineers.
And lastly, let's hear the supporters of Mechanical Engineers of the Philippines Incorporated.
So once again, thank you to all the supporters for, of course, supporting our lovely candidates. I know you guys. Galing pa tayo kung saan-saang lugar from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And again, on behalf of PTC WEN, thank you so much.
Once again, are you guys ready for the final results? And we're now about to announce our Lakambining Enhenyera 8 runner-up.
Our Lakambining Enhenyera 8 runner-up will be awarded by our judge, Mr. Robert Anonas Jr.
And our Lakambining Enhenyera 8 runner-up is Lakambining Lakambining 8 Engineer Jamariel Llagas Alino from the Philippine Society of Sanitary Engineers.
May I invite all Also in the stage, the PSSE representatives, Engineer Emiliana de la Cruz and Engineer Aida Calma.
And now, let me announce our Lakambining Enhenyera 7th runner-up.
To be awarded by our judge, Engineer June Garon.
Our Lakambining Enhenyera 7th runner-up is Lakambining number 6, Engineer Leazil Valdez Casauran from the Philippine Society of Agricultural and Biosystems Engineers Incorporated.
Please join us in our stage, Pisabe representatives, Engineer Giselle Cantaveja and Engineer Pichi Melendez.
And now let's announce the Lakambining Enhenyera 6th runner-up. Our Lakambining Enhenyera 6th runner-up is
To be awarded by our judge, Engineer Georgie Quintos.
Our Lakambining Enhenyera 6th runner-up is Lakambining 2, Engineer Aubrey Kiara Bagayan Padernal from the Institute of Electronics Engineers of the Philippines. And would like to request the ISEP representatives, Dr. May Rose Imperial and Engineer Beatriz Peralta, my co-host. And now let me announce our Lakambining Enhenyera 5th runner-up. To be awarded by Judge Engineer Jasmine Fu. Our Lakambining Enhenyera 5th runner-up is 9, Engineer Charlene May Luwayon from the Society of Metallurgical Engineers of the Philippines Incorporated.
Please join us in the stage, our SMEB representatives, Engineer Karina Pexon and Engineer Rhea Tanzo.
And now let's announce the Lakambining Enhenyera 4th runner-up.
To be awarded by our judge, Mayor Floribel Bautista.
Our Lakambining Enhenyera 4th runner-up is Lakambining number 5, Engineer Abigail Brigoli Abad from the Philippine Institute of Chemical Engineers Incorporated.
May I invite on the stage our chair representatives, Dr. Evelyn Laurito and Engineer Teresita Balba.
And now let's announce the Lakambining 3rd runner-up.
To be awarded by our judge, Mr. Edwin Raimundo.
Our Lakambining Enhenyera 3rd runner-up is Lakambining Alodia Tabilisima Rivera from the Geodetic Engineers of the Philippines Incorporated.
Please join us in the stage, our GEP representatives, Engineer Joanna Soriano and Engineer Ruby De La Cruz, along with our GEP National President, Engineer Victorino Domingo. three ladies will win the next Lakambining Enhenyera 2022. We still have from PICE, IIEE, and PSME.
And now, we will announce the Lakambining Enhenyera second runner-up.
To be awarded by our judge, Engineer Joji Quinto.
Our Lakambining Enhenyera second runner-up is Lakambining number 7, Engineer Maria Carlin Rodriguez from the Philippine Society of Mechanical Engineers Incorporated.
Please join us in the stage, our PSME representatives, Engineer Melanie Banayas and Engineer Archel Bakun.
Engineers, our two remaining engineers, please step forward. First, we will announce the new Lakambining Enhenyera for the year 2022, and she will also be the Miss Paradise Resort Boracay, meaning the remaining candidate or engineer will be Enhenyera first runner-up. Again, we will announce first our new queen, our new Lakambining Enhenyera for the year 2022.
Drum roll please, para dagdag hype. No? Drum roll please, are you all excited to know who is our next queen? May bago tayong queen from the IIEE. RPIC, papatalo ba IIE? Wala akong narinig sa IIEE.
Can we hear you?
Can we hear the supporters from the IIEE? How about from the PIC?
And this time, would like to request to award our first runner-up engineer Jasmine Fu and Mayor Floribal Bautista, and to award our new Lakambining Enhenyera, would like to request Miss Melissa Yungyap and Mr. Edwin Raymundo. Our new queen, our new Lakambining Enhenyera 2022 is what's the number? Our new Lakambining Enhenyera is Lakambining number 4, Engineer Mary Charles Manuel Balana from the Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers. Meaning our first runner-up is Lakambining 3, Engineer Nicole Cristel Losloso from the Institute of Integrated Electrical Engineers of the Philippines Incorporated. Also to award our first runner-up is our Lakambining Enhenyera first runner-up, Engineer Bea Peralta. Would like to request the representatives of IIEE to join our first runner-up, Engineer Nicole Cristello Soloso. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, your new queen engineer, your Lakambining Enhenyera 2022, Engineer Mary Charles Manuel Balana from the Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers. And to crown her is the Lakambining Enhenyera 2021 Engineer Maurice Mansibang together with PICE representatives.
In addition, again as mentioned, she will also be hailed as the Miss Paradise Resort, and in addition, she will be receiving a gift certificate for 2-night stay. Congratulations again, our new Lakambining Enhenyera. Thank you so much, Sir Edwin, for that additional gift.
Once again, how about the big hand, everyone, for your Lakambining Enhenyera 2022 Engineer Mary Charles Manuel Balana. All right, everybody, please stay for the photo op. We'll have the photo op per organization. So again, please do stand by for that. All right, and it has been a great night, ladies and gentlemen. And it is a pleasure working with you, Engineer Bea.
Likewise. So again, this is Beatriz Peralta.
And this is Ryan Frias Mendota. See you next year, everyone, for the 6th Lakambining Enhenyera Coronation Night.
Thank you so much and have a great night.
All right, this time, We'll do the photo op. All the ladies, all the candidates, please stay on stage.